Hello ladies and gents, once again, welcome back to the Red Robin YouTube channel, and this evening we're going to be jumping back into Assassin's Creed 2. Hope you guys enjoyed the last video as well. We managed to get quite a little bit done in that episode, in all fairness, and I feel like this time we're going to be jumping sort of back into the thick of it. Now, you remember from last episode that Giovanni, Petruccio and Federico Auditore have all just been executed for basically false charges, is basically what we found out. And with that in mind, Ezio has now been tasked to pick up Claudia and Maria to try and get out of Florence. And with that comes its own host of problems. So with that in mind, guys, let's just fucking jump straight into it. So we're just outside what looks to be a brothel at the minute, but we're going to have a bit of a check because we're supposed to meet, I believe her name is Annetta. Now you'll also notice in the top left corner we are actually notorious at the minute, so guards are going to be constantly on high alert all the time. But with this in mind, we're going to head in, see if there's anyone we know that's here. And I was correct. The music's fantastic in this, I'm sorry.
We have the wrong building.
Unique choices.
No, this is it.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Messer Ezio. Annetta speaks quite highly of you. I can see why.
I appreciate the kind words, Madonna.
Ti prego. Call me Paola.
Thank you for offering your home to my family, Paola.
It was the least I could do. You must be tired. Perhaps you'd...
No, grazie. I can't stay.
Why? Where are you going?
To kill Uberto Alberti.
I understand your desire for vengeance, but the Gonfaloniere is a powerful man. You are not a killer, Ezio.
Spare me the lecture.
But I can make you one.
And why are you going to teach me how to kill?
I'm not. I'm going to teach you how to survive. Come. Discretion is paramount in my profession. We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You too must learn to blend like us, and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
Enter a group to blend. So this is the social blending mechanic that they
You can
added
practice
just into
with
this
me
game.
anytime.
You can also blend with groups of moving civilians. Or power. So you notice that as we leave the crowd, there's like a shimmer that comes off. Once that goes, it means you're then fully open to guards seeing you. So with that, we're actually going to go into the next group. I accidentally stole from someone by mistake. I didn't mean to.
He's there, on him!
So because we... Right. So that's quite a bit of an awkward one in all fairness. Now, to me, I personally think they shouldn't have put steel on the same button as fast walk as well, because you can just swipe as much pockets as you want, especially when people can react against you.
You must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen.
You'll see where it says La Rosa
You too must
Colta,
learn
there's
to
an
blend
eye
like us
icon. That means
and
there's
become
a
one
little
with the
bit of an
city's
Easter egg
crowds.
above the building, which we are going to
My
try and
girls
get
will
that
show
soon
you
as we can.
how.
By sitting on a bench with civilians, which is actually something that was taken from the previous Assassin's Creed game. One of the probably the better ones of the social blending aspect to this.
Where do you think he's from? Napoli?
So contextual camera is a little bit of an awkward one because it does give you a bit of a bird's eye view as to what's going on, but I do find it's probably going to be more
Another cell, sir.
We'll stay in this crowd just here because these guards, I forgot they were there in all fairness. So with that in mind, we'll carry straight on with power. We'll head back.
Now where is he from?
Bene.
There we go.
Now that you've learned to blend, I'll show you how to use it for more than just moving around. Let's teach you how to steal.
Press and hold down, walk into someone to steal from them.
Thief! Thief! Once you've stolen from someone, Ezio, you mustn't linger.
Help! Somebody stop him! I've been robbed.
Pay attention. You must leave once you've picked their pocket.
There we go. So that's that now done. We've got a nice little bit of stash of cash, which is a bonus. Right, here we go.
You can go now, girls.
Oh, do we have to? So innocent.
He's cute. Now that you have learned how to approach the enemy, we need to find you a suitable weapon.
What would you have me use?
Ah, but you already have the answer.
Hey, my father's blade and bracer. How did you get them?
By using the same skills I've just taught you.
It's not exactly in working condition.
I assume you're familiar with Leonardo da Vinci.
See, but how does a painter factor into this?
He's far more than that. Bring him the pieces. You'll see.
Before I go, one last question, if I may.
Of course.
Why have you given your aid so readily to me, a stranger?
I too know betrayal.
And unfortunately, as far as I know, there's no backstory to that whatsoever. Let's visit Leonardo da Vinci's workshop to see if we try and get the hidden blade working. So, you guys all know that the hidden blade is a very much a distinguishable item of interest, especially when it comes to Assassin's Creed lore. There is considerable amounts of different upgrades and different little bits of information that you'll find, like just nuggets of information that you'll find about the Assassin's Creed's hidden blade being probably one of their most primary weapons of choice. And in all honesty, there's no wonder it's had countless upgrades and countless reiterations of the same thing over the last god knows how many hundreds of years. From a lore perspective, anyway. And Assassin's Creed 2 sort of extends its lore sort of in a very interesting way. I believe it does it very similar to what Leonardo da Vinci sort of painted. So the whole thing with evolution of man and things like that, it's sort of, to me, I feel that the hidden blade in Assassin's Creed 2 in particular has a little bit more character than what the previous blade had in the first game, especially. And you'll notice throughout the game you'll start coming across certain things that makes the hidden blade better, but at the same time you'll also find that there are certain things that it actually makes the hidden blade have a lot more character than what it was worth. It used to be just like the assassin himself would have most of the character, whereas the Assassin's Creed, this particular Assassin's Creed anyway, would have more 50-50 blend between the character of the Hidden Blade and the character of Ezio Auditore. It does make quite a significant difference. One thing we actually do need to do is probably go back to that brothel at some point and get that little Easter egg. Completely forgotten about that. Let's see if Leo's in.
Oh, Ezio Auditore! I didn't expect to see you again. What with all that's happened. Ah, where are my manners? Welcome back. Now, how can I be of service?
I was hoping you could repair something of mine.
Of course! Come, this way! Che pasticcio. Tutto santo giorno che cerco.
Oh, what a mess. I've spent the whole day looking for.
Alright, let's see it. Fascinating. I don't know, Ezio. Despite its age, the construction is rather advanced. I've never seen anything quite like it. I'm afraid there's not much I can do without the original plans. Mi dispiace. Wait.
What are you doing?
The contents of this page are encrypted, but if my theory is correct, based on these sketches, it may very well...
It may very well what?
Please, sit.
Leonardo,
Shh. Remarkable. If we transpose the letters and then select every third...
That's one thing about Leonardo, is he was very talented.
There! It's finished!
Very talented.
Huh? What's finished?
The blade. I managed to decode that parchment of yours. It showed me exactly what to do. Now all that's left is to remove your ring finger.
Really?
I'm sorry, but this is how it must be done. The blade is designed to ensure the commitment of whoever wields it.
Until recently.
Do it quickly.
I was only having fun, Ezio. Though the blade once required a sacrifice, it's been modified. You can keep your finger.
And this is one of the best sort of things that they did with this.
Incredible.
Yes, it is.
That glitched a
Tell
bit.
me,
Didn't mean
do you have other pages like this?
I'm sorry. Only the one.
Listen, if
We'll
you
talk
ever
about the
do
Hidden
happen
Blade in a
across
minute.
another one of these, please, bring it to me.
You have my word. And thank you for fixing this.
By order of the Florentine Guard, open this door!
Just a moment. Wait here.
We'll get
Are
this
you
mission out of the
Leonardo
way
da
first.
Vinci?
See, how may I be of service?
I need you to answer some questions.
Certainly.
Here we go.
What seems to be the trouble?
A witness claims to have seen you consorting with an enemy of the city.
What? Me? Consorting? Preposterous.
When was the last time you saw or spoke with Ezio Auditore?
Who?
Non fare il finto tonto! We know you were close with the family. Perhaps this will help to clear your head. Ready to talk? What about now?
Some of the animations are a bit choppy, I will say that one.
Tell me what I want to know and we can end this.
There we go.
Grazie, Ezio.
Sorry about that.
I've grown accustomed to their abuses.
What of the body?
Bring it inside and put it with the others.
Others?
The city gives them to me for research.
Oh, okay. So the Hidden Blade itself has, it did used to require a ring finger sacrifice, but until the upgrade, this was just seen as a normal thing. And then as soon as the upgrade sort of comes into it, I think I managed to explain part of it in one of my previous videos where I talked about the Hidden Blade a bit more.
Over there. See? Like it never happened.
Thank you, Leonardo. For everything.
Anytime. And remember, if you find more of those strange pages, bring them to me. Should they contain new designs, I will upgrade your blade as well.
Of course. Now, I really should be getting back to Paola.
Porgile I miei omaggi.
Send her my regards. So yeah, it sort of makes more sense as they sort of made the Hidden Blade sort of evolve over time. So to speak. I'm quite glad that they progressed the years from 1176, which is what I think it was 1176 or 1196, which is where the first game was based, to 1476 when the sort of Hidden Blade has its own sort of like little mini upgrade. But with the codex pages themselves, you'll find out a lot more in future why that is the case, and it's all to do again with Altair ibn Lahad, the previous antagonist from the very first game. He has so much more influence than people seem to, especially people at the time of playing this as well. He had so much more, relevance to the storyline than a lot of people thought. Just the Assassin's Creed itself, he had so much more relevance, and it makes more sense, like especially in the later games. Let's see if we can get across here a bit smoothly.
Now where does he from? What do you eat?
Oh, right. Need to do that.
Have I seen that man before?
No, you fucking haven't. Right, so before we go and do this mission, we'll actually get this puzzle out of the way.
There's one of the symbols. What does it mean? It must be there for a reason. Can you take a closer look? Hey! Try using eagle vision. Not got all day.
Wait, that's not possible. This can't be. Hold on. That's computer code. Let me compile it. Oh shit, it's an encrypted file.
Upload it to my computer. I'm a master at decryption.
I can't! It's only compatible with the Animus itself.
Upload it to Desmond then. I can't believe this.
And this is where we start getting into the puzzles and stuff.
Hello, this is... They call me Subject 16. Listen, I don't have much time. There's something I have to show you. We have been lied to this whole time. Everything we know, everything we've been brought up to believe, it's wrong. Okay, I've uploaded the evidence, the file that proves it all. But I've split it into 20 pieces and locked each with a code. Can't be too careful. Queen Isabella. No, not her. What century is it? Never mind. I've hidden the code to the first file inside this program.
And that was Subject 16.
Find it. Find them all. And along the way, you'll begin to see the truth.
What the heck? How did this get inside our Animus?
Oh, the memory core. We transferred 16's memory data from Abstergo into the Animus 2.0. He must have hacked the machine when Vidic left him alone between sessions.
Hold on, wait a second. The signs on the walls in Abstergo, the ones written in blood, those were clues. He was telling us to look for them inside the Animus.
Here we go. In the beginning, unlock the file. 5 of these mystic scenes share a core similarity. Pick them out and you begin to see. I'm guessing what's soon. Right, here we go. What's the similarity? People. Tree. The Venus, the fall. that's depicting Adam and Eve and the apple. There's an apple there. An apple there. Is that another apple in his hand? Atlantia and Hippomenes? I might have got that wrong. Judgment of Paris, that's another one. Another apple. Idun and the apples. I'll tell you what, let's go through that. That. And that. Yes! Got it. Passcode found. Press that to enter passcode 24568. File locked. Truth. So that's part of a video that once we get all 20 segments unlocked, that is basically what it unlock. Now, whatever these segments open up to, this little like truth section or anything like that, I just want people to know this now. It's not. I know it's going to be probably going into proper massive like spoiler territory, but unfortunately Ubisoft doesn't actually follow this up with anything from what I've gathered. A lot of it has probably been followed up within comic books and bits and pieces, as far as I probably can guess. I don't 100% know about that myself, but again, we'll go across that when we come across it again. Let's get straight on to this next one.
You were gone for quite a while.
Leonardo likes to talk.
That he does, but I trust he did more than talk. Impressive.
I'm rather fond of it myself.
I've given you the skills, Leonardo's given you the blade. All that remains is the deed.
Where can I find Uberto?
According to my girls, he'll be attending an unveiling tonight of Verrocchio's latest work. It will be held at the Santa Croce cloister.
Watch over my mother and sister while I'm away.
Of course, Ezio. As if they were my own.
So guys, this next segment, I'm not sure how long this is probably going to take, but in all fairness, this is where we're going to be going into some proper Assassin's Creed type shit. Uberto Alberti, Access Database. That's
Uberto Alberti, trusted friend of the Auditore family. According to the history books, this guy was a saint. He prosecuted murderers, rapists, the worst criminals. One of the best lawyers in Italy, he won every case, in spite of the fact that he was self-taught. Now, I found a back door into the Templars' database server. I've been combing it for some kind of smoking gun. I found it. Apparently, Uberto's family was evicted by the Medici Bank. Uberto's been aching for revenge ever since. And the Templars promised him support. Ezio's father was standing in the way, and Uberto was jealous of his influence over the Florentine government. Two birds with one stone, isn't it? It looks like Uberto used his election to the Signoria as his opportunity to strike.
Jesus. As if. Right, so that gives you a little bit of an idea of what Uberto Alberti pretty much is. And I love the little thing is, every single I only found this out I think after my second or third playthrough of the actual main storyline, was that those videos actually exist. I never actually looked at the codex on my first playthrough, like the actual database itself. So it was only until like my second or third playthrough that I actually found those videos do exist, and they only exist on each of the targets that you come across later in the game. Well, the main story targets anyway, I should say. But yeah, honestly, proper surprised me when I first saw it. I was like, holy shit, did not see that coming. And it makes a lot of sense as well, in all fairness. I think it's a nice little step up. Santa Croce, we've got another eye icon in the area, which will sort of
again with this. You have overstepped your bounds, Uberto. Who are you to speak of bounds? You, who have crowned yourself Lorenzo di Medici, Principe of Firenze. I've done no such thing. Of course not. Ever innocent. How convenient. At least now, we see how far your reach extends, which is to say, nowhere at all. It has proved a valuable lesson for me and my allies. Yes. Your allies, the Pazzi. Is that what this is about? Be careful with your words, Lorenzo. You might attract the wrong sort of attention.
He's very threatening, even though, like, in the short movie that we actually watched, he wasn't that much of a chuffing arsehole. All Uberto without being detected. So one thing we actually do on the first run through is we make sure to actually use the crowd to his advantage. Need to hit this crowd quickly. There we go. So because these guards are here, we can't really do that much in terms of anything else. So we could hire these courtesans over here to actually get ourselves in the building properly. Eagle Vision hire for 150 forearms. Yep. What we're going to do...
Give them something to think about.
Doesn't look like one. Guardate quanto ben ti dio!
Here we are.
To you as well. I trust you're enjoying yourselves.
Indeed, a nice distraction from that nasty business with the Auditore family.
And to think I once thought of Giovanni as a brother.
Don't blame yourself. How could you have known what evils he planned?
I say we strike that traitor's name from the record books. Let history forget he ever even existed.
Yes, I should. If you'll excuse me for a moment.
What an absolute bastard. I'm sorry to say it, but he is.
You!
Nice. Fuck you, Uberto.
You would have done the same. To save the ones you love.
Yes, I would. And I have.
The Auditori are not dead! I'm still here! Me! Ezio! Ezio Auditore!
From Giovanni Auditore number 4. This document is meant to serve as a record of all I've learned over the past few weeks in the event I am silenced and prevented from sharing it with you myself. Understand first that the Duke of Milan's murder was no mere political manoeuvre, rather it is but a piece of a conspiracy that reaches far beyond Firenze, counting members in Roma, Venezia and Forli, to name but a few cities. Attached to this note is a list, or rather the start of one, of those I know to be guilty. Its contents are by no means complete, but I intend to rectify that shortly. I can however say that with certainty that the Pazzi family is involved. We must move quicker to question the Francesco before he buys his freedom from prison. Doing so will surely add more names to the list. I already have my suspicions as to who these men are, given that their deeds bear all the hallmarks of an old enemy. I fear the note abruptly ends here. Giovanni must have had to stop and hide it when the guards showed up to arrest him. Shit. So, because we've sort of got that sorted out, also I've just realised we've actually got another letter to read on that bit, so I'm going to go through the database and get that really quickly. Documents, letter, Uberto Alberti.
My love, I put these thoughts to paper in the hope that I might one day have the courage to share them with you. In time, you'll no doubt learn that I betrayed Giovanni, labeled him a traitor, and sentenced him to die. History will likely judge this to have been a matter of politics and greed. Know that it was not hate that forced my hand, but fear. When the Medici robbed us of all we owned, I found myself afraid. For you, for our son, for the future. What hope in this world for a man without proper means? They offered me money, land, and title in exchange for my collaboration. And so this is how I came to betray my closest friend. However unspeakable the act, it seemed necessary at the time. And even now, looking back, I see no other way.
And that's the messed up bit. Now, would Ezio forgive? Shit, we need to get out of here actually. Can't take these guys off. So, would Ezio forgive Uberto for doing what he did? Probably not, in all fairness, because because it caused him to actually kill not just his father but his brothers as well. That's like going above and beyond, in all fairness. But with the influences that Uberto was under, that he was getting pressured by, basically, makes things even more complicated. Which you'll actually come to find out that a bit more as we do go through the main storyline itself. So we read that letter, we've read that, we've got the conspiracy documents, which are not things to be read, but they sort of give us a bit of a better idea as to what we're going to be doing later on in the game itself. So now that Uberto Alberti's been killed and the death of Giovanni's been somewhat avenged, that's what I'll say anyway, we're going to head back to the brothel, I believe? Yeah.
The latest master.
Right guys, I think with that as well, I think we're actually going to call this part at that. Again, this is going to be another short video, this is depending on what the cutting together is going to be like. And the reason why I'm going to leave it at that for now is because I'm actually just realised it's like midnight at the minute. And I've sort of done it so that part 2 and part 3 have actually been recorded at the same time, instead of doing a separate day to record each one, so to speak. So I'm probably going to leave it at that for tonight, in all fairness, and I'm probably going to see if we can try and get on with part 4 at a later date. So with that in mind, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. Feel free to leave me a comment in the description below, in the comment section below. Let me know that what was it about Assassin's Creed that sort of drew you to play this game, especially when it comes to Assassin's Creed 2 or any of the Assassin's Creed games, in all fairness. Feel free to mention those in the comment section below. And if you do, guys, if you would like to, please feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with your friends. You guys hitting the like button will actually help me sort of get myself onto the algorithm of YouTube a little bit more better. And also my channel will be able to get a lot more coverage throughout YouTube as well, which actually will help this channel grow tenfold, in all fairness. And for me to sort of take YouTube on, not necessarily just as a full-time job, but to sort of have a bit more investment into this sort of thing, it would actually help to get the watch hours up on that as well. So the more likes we get, the more coverage we get, and also the more views and subscribers we get as well, which is always a massive plus in my book. So yeah guys, with that, I will see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao guys.